I just get hard painkillers, and they work so well. We should cut this part out.
Short of
expectations. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Short of Expectations. Thank you so much for tuning into our epic podcast. I'm here with my two epic and cool friends. My name is Em, but you already know that.
My name is Fernified. What's up, Fernified Nation?
I'm Joanne, and that's all. Okay.
Anyway, what are we gonna be talking about today, epic gamers? I hope we're not gonna talk about Radiohead again.
We will not.
Okay.
We will not.
Okay.
I
Serious
promise.
face, yeah.
I promise.
Cool.
Okay. So, today's actually Sunday. We usually
I'm
put on
just screenager.
Thursdays.
I'm not a screenager. I'm looking at my topics. I'm looking at my topics that I literally wrote down today.
Screenager.
What's going on? I missed it.
I pulled out my phone to look at my notes app to see my podcast topics, and Em called me a screenager.
Oh.
Anyways.
Okay. As I was saying, today's Sunday. We normally record on Thursdays, but Em got her wisdom teeth out on Wednesday. So would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, so
Wait, does that hurt?
nah.
Oh, okay.
So it is currently day 5 for me, so it's actually not that bad. But Wednesday I did get my wisdom teeth removed, and all I remember, honestly, from that day, well, I mean, I remember the rest of the day, but just from the procedure, here's what I remember. They inject me, and then they go, hope that didn't hurt too much. And I was like, nah, it's fine. I don't remember anything after that. Like, I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember waking up. But I remember, the next thing I remember in the timeline of my memory was just, okay, so the procedure's done. It was a success. We're gonna bring out a wheelchair for you. You're gonna step out. We're gonna take you to another room. And I was like, okay. And my mouth felt weird. It was very weird. I tried to get up and I was like, whoa, no balance. Very, very weird. And then my boyfriend took me home. And, I was in pain for like 2-3 days. I didn't get as chipmunky as I thought I would, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised because my brother, when he got his wisdom teeth out, he was literally like two like chipmunk cheeks on his face, and they were also yellow because they were bruised. It was bad.
Yeah, mine wasn't
God.
too bad. I think part of it was because I iced it so much on the very first day, which helps the swollen or the potential for swollenness later. But that's kind of what it looked like for a while.
You look a little bit swollen.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But I was like at the worst of it.
You can barely tell.
You can kind of barely tell. So I lucked out. But yeah, sorry. That's why we couldn't record on Thursday, because I was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
can I
okay.
just say, I'm not a drug addict, and I don't abuse hard drugs. I just need to get that. I need to get that out of the way. But
did people in the comments say that you were a drug addict?
No, but
Do we have comments?
No, but I'm about to say something that some people might be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Listen, I love going to the hospital because the one time that I went to the hospital for like a life-threatening thing, it was my appendix bursting, and so it was the worst pain I'd ever felt in my life, and I literally thought I was gonna die. But because I was in so much pain, they gave me morphine, and then I was so happy. And it still hurt, but it was like the thing in my brain like didn't process it as like pain, so like I couldn't, like I wasn't stressed out by it. So I was like, oh, my appendix hurts, but like I don't care. And so I was just having the time of my life, and I was like taking selfies in my like hospital gown, and I was just like in the hospital. And like
so suddenly it has now become a place that does not bring you sorrowful memories.
Yeah. Because, well, like, okay, it was really stressful. Like, I was literally in, like, the Shinji pose. You know the Shinji pose? Where he's, like,
What's the
he's, like,
Shinji
doing
pose?
This pose?
Yeah. So I was doing that and, like, shaking. My entire body was shaking because, I was in so much pain that I was, like, tensing my entire body.
Mm-hmm.
And I was... and I was, like, I was in the waiting room and they didn't think anything was wrong with me. And they thought that I was just, like, overreacting. So they just, like, kept me in the waiting room and they were like, it's probably, like, your ovaries probably, like, tied themselves together. And, like, so... they'll untie themselves. So it'll be fine. You just have to, like, go home and, like, wait. And I was like, I'm literally going to die. Like, I felt like something was so wrong. And so then, eventually, I made them, like, give me an ultrasound, and then they didn't see anything on the ultrasound, and I was like, look good. And and then I got, like, a CAT scan or whatever they're called, or, like, the big boys.
Like stuff for cats? I'm sorry.
No, you get put in the giant, like, tube thing, and you see the, like, you have radiation, whatever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then they were like, oh, your appendix is, like, about to burst. And so then, this, like, surgeon comes in, and she's like, hey, so you can either take antibiotics, and then it'll get worse again later, but, like, you can delay it, or you can have surgery. And I was like, of course I'm gonna take the fucking surgery.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna procrastinate on my appendix surgery.
Yeah. Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
And so I went in there and then they were like, you're gonna count down from 10 and you're not even gonna be able to count from like 10 to 8.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I will. I didn't.
You did it.
And then I woke up and I was so refreshed. I was like, finally, I'm unburdened. It's gone. I hated that thing. I hated that thing inside me.
Why do you like hospitals?
Because they gave me so many painkillers and, like, opiates.
Okay,
You're right, now I
I'm
understand why you needed to
say
say the disclosure at the beginning.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
not use hard drugs.
Okay. And
They
also,
don't.
after I woke up again, I was still on, like, the painkillers, so I was still high, and so I was just, like, very loopy and just having a good time. And then, like, the nurse, she was, like, not having it, by the way. I was like, can I keep my appendix? And she was like, no. And I was like, please, it's mine. And she was like, no. And she was like pissed off at me because I kept asking. What?
Why would you want an organ though?
Because it's mine, and like I want to keep it like as a display, like in my room, like as a display. I like bones. I literally collect bones. I have a giant fucking jaw up there. Wait, I don't think anyone can see it. Hang on.
Oh yeah, we can shine like a flashlight or something.
I was gonna just pick it up.
Or that too.
I'm missing this because you can't see.
I have a jaw.
Whoa.
This is a bison jaw,
That's crazy.
and I got it for like $20, and I love it. It's my favorite thing that I own right now. So anyways, that's why I think it would be cool to also have an organ that was my own homegrown organ.
Homegrown.
Like, it would be awesome.
I think it would be kind of funny though if people are like, "Whoa, that's so cool! Where'd you get this? A museum?" And you're like, "No, it's mine."
Like, yeah, I made it.
I made it.
I made it.
I can also totally imagine the doctor that was just like, "No," and you're like, "Can I please have it?" No.
Dude, like, I feel like that's not unheard of. Like, if you get something out, you should be able to keep it. You made it, like, it's mine.
Yeah.
We live in America. This is the land of the free, and you're telling me I can't, like, take home my own organ that I made myself?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Anyways, and then the nurse also, I had to piss, so she took me to the bathroom, and then, like, I was like, I don't need help pissing, but I did need help walking, so, like, whatever. But then I took my piss, but then I stood up afterwards, and I just had my pants down at my feet, and I wasn't moving, and I forgot what I was supposed to do after, like, I didn't know that I had to, like, I just forgot that I was supposed to wipe and, like, start washing my hands. So I was just kind of confused, and I was like, wait, what do I do?
Oh my god.
And so I guess I did need help going to the bathroom, and now I kind of get it.
Did you just walk around, like, dripping?
No, I didn't walk around. I just stood there, like, at the toilet.
Just dripping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That feels like something I'd do, though, even if I was conscious of what I was doing. I feel like if I get distracted by something, I'd kind of just forget that I'm, like, either, like post-piss or, like, mid-piss.
You're gonna forget that you're mid-piss?
I wouldn't, like, get off at the toilet seat. But if I'm, like, on my phone or something...
Okay, yeah, maybe.
And then I get distracted by, like, a video...
Yeah.
That I will not elaborate on. But it's...
What? What?
It's usually just...
TikTok. Caught in 144p.
It's TikTok algorithm where I just get so many memes that I start straying away from the mainstream stuff. Anyways, I'm not gonna get up off the toilet, but I will kind of forget, like, subconsciously that, like, I am on the toilet.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people do that.
People do that.
I don't think I've ever stood up, though, and started dripping.
No, okay, I wasn't dripping. Like, I was done pissing. Like, I finished pissing, and then I got up, and then I forgot that what I was supposed to do, and so I was just kind of standing there, and I was, like, not saying anything.
Dude,
she was like,
yeah.
You have to wipe yourself. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I did, but I just forgot.
Thank God you're, like, okay, though, because you've gone through so much shit. Like,
I know.
medical shit. That's crazy.
If it was medieval times, I would be fucking dead.
No, you would have died when you were, like, 12.
I would have died. No, I would have died. Oh, maybe. I probably would have died before I was born.
Oh,
but
wow.
if I did get past that, let's say I did, then I would die at the appendix thing, probably. Because other than that, I haven't been to the hospital for anything else. But before I was born, I stopped growing, and I stopped, like, getting nutrients, so then the doctors were like, oh, get out now. So then I got out.
Oh my god.
I made that decision, personally. So...
I don't know how you, like, paid attention in school with that pain.
My appendix wasn't bursting the whole time.
I know, but, like... how did you, like, have the energy to, like, get up and, like, go to school and, like, walk around? Prior?
No, wait, okay.
Like,
so...
Because you went to the hospital because you were in pain, correct?
Yeah, but okay, so there's different things in my abdomen that were going wrong.
Yeah.
The cyst pains are almost always on this side, the left side of my body. And the reason I knew this one was, like, serious was because it was on the right side, and I was like, oh, this is the appendix. Which means my appendix is bursting. And by the way, like, they were like, oh, your ovaries are tying themselves together. I knew exactly what was wrong with me. I knew exactly what was happening. And they made me wait for, like, 4 hours.
I know. I'm fucked up.
But anyways, the other stuff it's just, like, period stuff where, like, you're it's not period stuff, but, like, there's things growing in there and it hurts a lot, but, like, the worst is, like, it gets to the point where you can't, like, walk, but, like, you can still walk. Or, like, I can still walk. But it is painful to, like, I'm hunched over and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But, like, I can still do things. I mean, there's been a couple days where I've just been like, I don't want to be at school anymore. So I just left.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's fine, and it also only lasts, like, a couple hours at most, usually. But the appendix thing, that was one of those things where it was Christmas Day.
Ooh.
Worst Christmas, but the most memorable Christmas of my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That it happened on Christmas.
Yeah. I had breakfast, and then after breakfast I was like, oh, my stomach hurts a lot. Maybe I ate too much breakfast. I'm gonna go take a shit and see if I feel better. And then I took a shit, and then I felt worse, and I was like, why do I feel worse? That's not good.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, well, whatever. And then it started getting exponentially more painful. And then I was like, okay, I got my dad and I was like, I think you should take me to urgent care. And then urgent care was closed. And then I was like, take me to the ER then. And so then he did. And then I was right the whole time that it was my appendix. Because my mom's appendix also burst, but she was 6 years old when that happened.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
I got it early. I knew something was wrong, and I was like, they were like, it would burst, but it didn't burst yet, but you knew.
And you were like, that's right.
Yeah.
I lived, bitch.
I lived, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You gaslit gatekept girl boss appendicitis.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted that appendix back. I wanted it.
You're so fixated on the appendix.
Mm-hmm. Joanne, do you have a story? Because we both started off with stories.
Yeah.
Do I have a story? Oh god. This past week hasn't really been that eventful, I guess. I have my laryngitis story. I don't know if I've told you guys that before.
What happened?
Laryngitis?
Okay, basically, what happened was that, so, like, at my school, it's just kind of like a known thing where, like, during first semester, everyone just gets, like, atrociously sick. And I thought for some reason that I would be immune to this. Spoiler alert, I was not. What happened was I got a little cough and I was just like, oh, I think it might just be like allergies, because like I always get allergies in the fall. And then the cough got worse, and so I was just like, okay, maybe this is like a sinus infection, because I've also gotten sinus infections in the fall. But then it just kept progressing and progressing to the point where I completely lost my voice because I couldn't talk. Or no, not cause I lost my voice because I just was coughing so much, and so I couldn't talk.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then, like, that morning, I remember I just woke up and I just was unable to speak, and I was just like, okay, this might be an issue.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I think I should call, like, the health office. But I remember the day I decided to do that, I had a history midterm as well. So I was like, okay, let me do my history midterm first, and then I'll call. So I did my history midterm. I got an A-, by the way, so, like, yay. And then I called the health office, and I was just like, I don't know if you can tell by the sound of my voice, but it's gone. And so I, walked over to the health office, and then I was there for, like, I want to say, like, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And then I was finally let in to a doctor's office, and I had to wait, like, around, like, 5-ish minutes, I want to say, for the doctor to come in, and literally the second he stepped into the room, I had the worst coughing fit. And so when I finished, I was like, I'm so sorry. And then he was like, no, like, it's fine. It's like, now I can see what the problem is.
Oh my god.
And so he prescribed me, like, he didn't even give me, like, a whole he gave me, like, half a dose, I want to say, of cough medicine, and then a nurse came in with an inhaler, because I think on my, like, I think when I forgot if I mentioned it to, like, the person on the phone or the doctor himself, but at some point I mentioned that I had, like, childhood asthma, so that might have been why they gave me an inhaler, I don't know, but they're like, oh yeah, just, like, take a puff of this, like, every 6 hours or whatever. And so I was like, great. And then I looked at my doctor's note. He didn't even actually tell me verbally that I had laryngitis. I had to actually look at the doctor's note to see it.
Oh my god.
And so I was just like, great, like, never had an itis before, but, like, cool. And then, oh my god, this was depressing, because I remember when I got out of the office, it was bright outside when I went in, and it was dark by the time I got out, because that's just how long I was in there, I guess, and it was raining too. Like, it started raining.
God.
So I was walking home by myself in the dark and in the rain with my little inhaler.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh god, I have to, like, deal with this and stuff. And it was rough. Like, it was really, really rough, because I remember the weekend after, or, like, the Monday back after I had initially gotten like, my laryngitis diagnosis, we were having, like, oral presentations in Spanish class.
No.
So, yeah. So because like there were just so many kids in our class, like the teacher was just like, okay, just like separate yourselves into groups and just do presentations in those groups. And so I gave mine, and it just was very clear I was not doing well. So my friend that was in there, he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I lost my voice, it's fine. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then I remember I had like I do dance, not like professionally. I'm in like my school's like non-audition dance groups, like anyone can do it. But we had like a midterm
dance.
showcase. We had a midterm showcase, and originally, like, the doctor literally told me that I was supposed to rest and drink lots of fluids, but I was like, screw that. So I went and did the showcase anyway. I think I had a mask on while I was doing the performances too. So
Dear
yeah,
Lord.
rough times. What?
Dear Lord.
But you know what? It's okay. We recovered. It's all good. I don't know how to end that,
I am
but-
concerned about this human being.
Yeah.
Doctor goes, rest,
chilling.
drink plenty of water. Joanne goes, alright, I'm gonna go perform.
I mean, you do the same thing.
I do the exact same thing. I have plenty of stage
Showcase. I
stories.
couldn't miss it.
If you guys are interested in dance stage stories, I got plenty of those, but
Yahoo!
Ooh.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Yahoo! I had to do many performances on a sprained ankle.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Not fun. There was one time where I was doing the pas de deux for Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker for a Sugar Plum, and I took my point shoe off after the pas de deux section, which would be the duet. And as soon as I took my point shoe off, everybody sitting around me went, oh!
What did it look
Ooh.
like?
It was like purple, and there was,
Oh my
like,
God.
there was like a bump. Like you
Oh.
could see it, and it was like red around the edges, and because it was also tight and it's point shoes, so it's always gonna look like it's gonna hurt. But plus the ankle, I was like,
It was fucking purple.
yeah, I was like, I don't feel it because I took
Jesus
Advil.
Christ.
I took Advil, and
Oh,
also
God.
the adrenaline was kicking me because I still had to do the solo, the variation solo on top of that, and then the finale. So I was like, I have to keep going. I can't stop
God.
here. I remember that
God.
so vividly because it wasn't my reaction; it was the other people's reaction. I was kind of like, "Oh, it's fine. It'll be okay. The show is like happening soon," and they're all like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
that don't look good."
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of those.
I mean, I guess if you can't feel it, like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
I don't know.
I was like, I think I'm fine. And then like after the Advil wore off, it really hurt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then it's okay. I sit at
Yikes.
home, rested it, didn't dance the following day. So
I'm a little baby.
I am also a little bit.
When I get hurt,
you
I
literally
I'm out of-
almost died like so many times.
Okay, that's like literally not my fault. Like, I,
No, seriously, what?
like, okay, I just. I mean, I lived, bitch. Like, I lived. Like,
Yeah, Joanne,
but-
you live, bitch.
what I mean is, like, I'm kind of out of commission. Like, for example, when I had my throat ulcer, throwback to episode 1, I had, like, when it was first starting, it wasn't when it was, like, super severe, but when it was first starting to get bad, I had a concert, a choir concert, because I was in choir, and
Wow.
I was a first soprano, and
Wow.
and I really liked the songs for the spring concert, and I was like, I need to go to the freaking concert, and also your grade suffers dramatically if you don't go to the concert. So then I went and I performed, and I performed fine. Like, it was fine. I mean, it hurt my throat sometimes because, but like, really, if you think about it, it shouldn't have hurt my throat. And that was my fault because I was not singing properly. Because, guys, sing safely. What am I saying? when you sing, you should be engaging your diaphragm. And,
Engaging.
And
Singing advice with Fern, everyone.
you have to be flexing your ass cheeks. This is what my teacher told me. Okay. You have to engage your core. You have to
Why did you change voice?
you have to breathe down and out.
Yeah.
But if you
How
don't
does
do
that
that, if you
work?
sing with your throat, you should your throat should be completely relaxed. If your throat is not completely relaxed, then you're singing wrong.
Yeah,
and
it's supposed to come from
strained.
the diaphragm.
Yeah, but I wasn't entirely doing that the entire time. Like I've gotten
still
a
can't
lot
do that.
better. I've gotten a lot better with
Yeah.
my technique recently in recent years, and like I was mostly singing with my diaphragm, but there were times, like I'm not even gonna lie, I slip up, I mess up, and then I was singing, and my muscles really hurt, but I still got through it because it's okay. But that was like literally one night out of many where I had my throat hurt, and like after that concert I just stopped like singing and stopped talking for like a long time. And I went up to my choir teacher after that concert with a sign, like the next class after that, and I had like a sign, and I like wrote down, I have an ulcer in my throat and I cannot sing anymore. And he looked horrified because he was like like he talks all the time about how like you can permanently damage your voice if you like do shit wrong.
Yeah.
And so he was like, it's okay. So then I just kind of sat there, and I had a mask on the entire time, so like you couldn't tell that I wasn't singing, but like whatever. But at the concert I really did, because listen, we had this song, it was called
What was it called?
I have no idea what it was called.
Oh, okay.
But
You have so many moments. Sometimes you like sound like you're on the verge of tears, and other times you're like,
listen, this is just like, okay, I'm an expressive person. I literally go through like a lot of emotion. I feel things very deeply, and
guys, Fern feels very deeply.
I feel very deeply. And
They're
okay,
an
the
empath.
song was called like fucking. It was swamp themed. Okay, it was
Swan themed?
no swamp. Like the
Swamp-
bayou,
swamp
like
themed?
like in Princess and the Frog when they're in the bayou.
I've never
You know
seen
what I mean?
You're trying to explain what a swamp is.
And okay, so it was like a southern, like swamp. It was like a. It was like a southern, like country ass love song, and
Where is this going?
and there was a part where you go "we," and it was so fun. It was so fun. It was the funnest thing I ever
You go
sang
what?
ever. I love that song so much, and I don't even remember what it was called. I don't even remember the lyrics except I do remember "we." "We" do "deeba daba doobie." That's what I had to sing. It was the best part of the song.
You literally sacrificed your life potentially because it was an ulcer in your throat.
No, I didn't sacrifice my life. I
That kind of life-threatening.
No, it wasn't. It was voice threatening. It could have damaged my vocal cords. I will give you that,
That's
but it
the
wouldn't
thing,
kill
do
me.
we?
It would just like hurt a lot.
Oh.
And at the time, I thought it was just like a really intense sore throat, so I was like, whatever. I didn't
You guys
know.
are both so concerning. Are you both okay?
No, but you dance with like a broken foot, sprained,
yeah, no,
a
that
sprained,
was, like,
a sprained
dangerous.
ankle,
A
whatever.
sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Ballet dancing,
Yes.
not easy.
Not easy.
Not
in the-
easy.
Not in the slightest.
One time I sprained my finger, and that was that was the
What
only.
have you not done? Okay. What about your body is like okay?
So I've never broken a bone.
My God.
Not once have I ever broken a bone. I am literally like so together.
Are you though? Guys, I just sprained my finger.
No,
my
okay.
appendix burst, but I'm so put together, everyone.
This is okay. That's common though. Like that happens to like a lot of people.
I
Anyways,
haven't had that happen.
what are you doing? I have weights down there, and now you're lifting the weights, and now that's really embarrassing because now everyone can tell that I have 10-pound weights under my desk.
I was accidentally rolling it around under Fern's
Fern is
desk.
a gym rat, confirmed, everyone. Fern is a gym rat, confirmed.
No, I'm not a gym rat. I don't go to the gym. I hate the gym. I hate the people are there. You know what? Okay, Joanne, I'll go to the gym with you for 1 week.
I
it's
want to
free.
see this. I'm not gonna be here probably, but
You probably won't be there for it, but I mean, you know, we can make a couple like little vlogs, and we're not gonna post them, but like we're gonna show them to you. Like you can see us vlogging our gym journey for a whole week.
Bonus podcast episode. It's like a vlog of you guys at the gym as a follow up for this episode. Dude,
we put like heavy metal music in the background while we're like lifting 5-pound weights. It's like in SpongeBob when he has like his stuffed animals and then he puts them on a stick and then he lifts that up and that's his weightlifting. Do you remember that up?
SpongeBob.
You didn't wait, what?
I never also officially
no, wait, hold on.
watched
I think I should clarify.
I've only seen
I watched
Chris
it for like a little bit, but my mom was one of those parents that thought that SpongeBob would make me dumb. So after a little bit, she wouldn't let me and my brother watch it anymore.
I didn't watch it because I didn't have cable TV.
How did you guys turn out normal? Because every other person I've met that was not allowed to watch SpongeBob, they turned like insane.
I mean, it's not that like I never watched it, because whenever I went to
I've
my
seen some
grandma's place,
episodes.
she always had cartoons.
Okay, maybe that's.
So sometimes I was, but like typically no, I was never. I didn't have access to any of the classics like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't have access to Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah. Good
Damn.
Or SpongeBob. What are some other popular ones? I didn't have access
Gravity
to Teen
Falls.
Titans, Gravity Falls, Steven Universe.
What did you watch then?
I watched Curious George.
I love Curious George. I love the Curious George theme song. It's so
I
cute.
love it. I think, yeah, now that I think back on it though, I don't know how I didn't become insane. That's like all I watched besides like Word World
Like,
and Word Girl
PBS.
and Dinosaur
PBS.
Train. Yeah, PBS Kids pretty much.
Dinosaur Train. I saw one episode of that and I was freaked the fuck out. I was like 5
Why
years
were you
old. I was
freaked out?
Why were you not freaked out about the fact that there was a monkey that all he said was
No, Dinosaur Train. They're talking about Dinosaur Train, right?
I did not expect you to listen to this. It's like frantic Animal Crossing speak. Like
okay. Joanne, when you edit this, please go back and repeat the section where I imitated Curious George and just like replay it like twice.
Dude, whatever.
Oh my god. Anyway, you weren't creeped out about that?
No, because it's a little monkey and he's cute and he has like.
That was like 80% of the dialogue.
I just didn't think about it. I only thought about like that man and he was hot and
He was hot. But like as kids, you're watching it to like to be like educate yourself about the world, dude. 80% of that dialogue was just. I'm not gonna redo it.
It's realistic because he's a monkey. Like you think he's gonna start saying words? You can't.
Oh my god.
I love monkeys.
What? Oh no! The headphones. Oh no! Okay, we've lost Fern for 1 second.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm not gonna do more.
No more monkey sounds.
There's people in my house.
Every time there's a transition, can we just put like a with every cut you make throughout the entire video.
Okay, maybe you don't have to fully commit to that, but sometimes I think it would be funny if you did a little.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Or if you want to go the full 9 yards, I mean, whatever.
Like what I did
I'll
earlier.
see
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Childhood shows, though. I think that's kind of a good topic, though, because a nice transition as we went into Curious George.
Did you guys watch Crashbox?
No, I didn't watch
What
Crashbox.
is that?
Oh no, we
Why does
oh.
nobody know about Crashbox?
I just watched so
I'll
much
look it up.
earnest
Hold
sadness.
on.
Dude, barely. Like, okay, I know that Crashbox exists because I experienced
Crashbox, you said?
Yes. Okay, if you see this, you are gonna freak the fuck out because it's, like, not normal. I need to prepare you. Okay, it's, like, mostly stop motion animations. And it's freaking scary.
What is this?
But, like, you had to be there. Like, if you were 4 years old, 4 to, like, 10 years old, Crashbox, like, little Crashbox.
Oh, got it. That would make sense. I did
And
not hear that.
so,
What the fuck?
so you, okay, put a picture of Crashbox on the screen when you edit this. Joanne. So, listen, you had to be there, like, imagine you're 6 years old, it's 6 in the morning, also, and you, okay, she is scary, but, like,
Yeah.
listen,
They're all
like,
scary.
okay, you're 6 years old, it's 6 in the morning, you woke up really early, and you're eating some goddamn Fruit Loops, or, like, Cheerios or something, and you know what's on the TV? Nothing but Crashbox. And Crashbox is crazy, so you're gonna tune in, because it's fucking crazy. And also, you're learning things. You're learning so many things. You're learning math, because there was, like, this guy that counted. And then, or, like, there's, like, this guy that made you do math problems. I mean, you didn't have to do the math problems, but, like, that's, like, cringe if you just sit there and you don't do the math problems, like, in your head. So, anyways, and then there was one where there was, like, a submarine, and it was the weirdest one. It was my favorite one, but it was the weirdest one. I don't even remember what happens in that, but there's a submarine, and there's, like, a sense of urgency. And you just had to live through it. You just had to be there. I'm sorry, I need to stop saying you just had to be there to everything. Because
You just had to be there,
you
guys.
just had to be there.
Otherwise, you don't understand.
I love Radiohead.
Oh my god.
My god.
Anyways, I love Crashbox. There, like, he was, like, the submarine guy, he was, like, Jamaican, and he had...
How do you remember that?
He was Jamaican, and he was, like, I think he would ask you riddles. And then but then the submarine, there was, like, something with the water, like, draining, I think. So then the submarine couldn't be swimming around in the water anymore. It was just, like, it was gonna be down, like, you just had to be there. You have to go and watch. After the episode, I'm gonna show you guys Crashbox, but...
I'm done.
Anyways.
Oh man.
Crashbox was crazy. It was, like, literally built me into who I am now.
Built me.
You.
And I think I am the way that I am because of that. Because, okay, Crashbox was, like, it was, like, a fever dream. It was, like, no. I was gonna say it was kind of like YouTube. But it really wasn't, because on YouTube you can choose what you watch, but on Crashbox it's just, like,
Yeah.
the most, like, you don't know what you're gonna get, and it's gonna be kind of fucking crazy every time. When I meet people that know Crashbox, like, I feel an instant connection with them. I'm, like, telepathically connected to them.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess we just don't have a telepathic
We don't
connection.
have a
with you,
telepathic-
bro.
Yeah, we're just not on the same wavelength. Like, I'm
Damn.
sorry.
But I did
Yeah.
watch a lot of Super Y too, growing up.
What is that?
Super Y.
You don't know what Super Y is?
No.
Whoa!
What?
How do you not know what
Whoa.
Super Y is?
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I was busy
Super
watching
Y
Crashbox.
It had a similar premise of, like, have you seen Ward Girl?
Yes!
No,
love
I didn't
Word
watch
Girl.
Word Girl either.
I love Word... See, Joanne and I are on the same
Are you-
wavelength.
Okay,
yeah,
I
Ev
feel
and are on the
excluded
same way. Okay, so Super Y, basically, you can interject, Emma, I might be wrong, but the main characters were meant to be, like, I forget if they were, like, actually characters from, like, the fairy tale. So, like, they had, like, Little Red Riding Hood, and they had, like, one of the pigs from the Three Little Pigs, and then Super Y, I think his older brother was Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. I don't know why I remember this.
I think
but,
I do remember that. And then there was the princess.
Yeah. Yeah, there was from The Princess and the Pea, right?
Yeah, I think
Something
you're right.
like that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And so they basically, I think it was like a word-based kind of show, right?
Yes, it was. And there was a moment
Yeah.
where it's like, they all introduce each other and they like have this montage where they like there's 4 of the main characters and there's montage of like having to save the world, and then they come around and they say their names and like ready to fight, and then suddenly they go, "What's your name?" and they look at the screen.
Oh, like Dora.
Yeah, like what's your
Yeah,
name? And I
Dora.
remember my brother and I just sat there and were like,
You didn't say anything.
and then I remember Super Y going like, "Great, we're all here,
Yeah.
and together we'll solve this problem. Let's go!" And I don't know why I remember that so vividly, but Super Y.
Yeah, Super Y.
Super Y.
Wait,
Oh,
how have you never
ew.
seen Super Y or
Yeah,
World
how have you
Girlfriend?
never seen Super Y?
I think this was after my time.
What do you mean you're the same age as us?
I know, but I like grew up on media that was for kids that were born in like the late 90s, because my brothers were born in the late 90s, so
Got
then
it.
I just
Oh,
watched
okay.
what they watched, and I was there.
Got it. Yeah, no, I actually really like Super Y. I thought it was really fun.
I thought it was cute, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go home and watch Super Y episodes after this
Okay,
because I
okay.
want that nostalgia back. Thank you for
Maybe I'll
inspiring
watch Crashbox after this.
me. Yeah, you do your thing.
Yeah.
No, that
Okay,
actually
fuck
sounds
you.
like
I'm gonna learn things.
it sounds like an intriguing show, Loki.
Dude, it's awesome. It's literally like one of the best things I've ever seen.
It's so much better than Caillou, probably. Caillou.
Yeah,
was
Caillou-
one of the
Oh, no,
things
it
that-
is, for
Caillou was
sure.
annoying.
Caillou was just spoiled.
Yeah. It was
Wasn't
so
there like,
annoying.
I feel like there was some kind of like, I don't know if it was a study or what, but there was some like piece of media that came out that was like, Caillou's actually really bad for kids to watch.
Yeah.
Because he like, because he's showing off like, that it's like okay to throw tantrums and it's like okay to like hit your sister.
Yeah.
Like all this bad stuff.
Yeah, what was the point of Caillou?
I have no idea.
Like,
I have no
don't
idea what the
know.
moral of any of those episodes was.
Yeah, I thought it was really messed up.
I was just like, how a funny like bald kid. Like I don't know. I didn't.
I guess it's a catchy theme song, so I guess that's why
Yeah.
I watched it. But
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the
I
theme
only
song.
remember the
they
theme
they
song.
kind of
That's
went
it.
off with that. Yeah.
I'm Caillou.
Okay, now you're saying. things.
Caillou. I forgot the lyrics. I love Word World. I don't know if you guys know Word World.
Word World, oh my god.
I love that shit. It was so fun.
Yeah.
We are not the same. I'm sorry. Like,
Damn.
I'm just.
Word
Okay,
World.
Word World was cool because like the main characters were like animals, but their bodies were like made up of like, how do I
Yes,
describe it?
yes,
Like
yes.
there was like a dog character and his body like was like the word dog
Yes,
spelled out.
yes,
And
yes.
stuff, and they
I
had it for
see.
like a frog, I think too, and like other animals and stuff, and they
And they
had
were-
like
yeah.
word based.
Yeah, and there were like
episodes, I
games
guess.
where like in order for you to like explore the land of the Word World, there'd be like a game with like a waterfall, and you would have to like make letters and like match them together and make words, and then that word would become the actual thing because it's Word World.
Oh, I never played the Word World games.
Yeah, they were so much
I
fun.
didn't know they had those.
Oh, I miss those. Maybe I can all. You know what? I'm going home today. 2 things: watching Super Y and going back and trying to find Word World games.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait. My favorite games from like the PBS Kids website. Did you guys watch Wildcrats?
Yes,
Okay.
Wildcrats.
Okay.
I know.
So
I've heard that name before, but I have no
it's
idea.
based on.
what
Did you
it's
ever watch
referring to.
Zaboomafoo?
No, I
Yes!
never watched that one.
I loved Zaboomafoo.
Yeah. Okay, so Wildcrats has the same like 2 guys from Zaboomafoo, but it's like a cartoon. But it's like fiction, obviously. They basically have to like. They have this like turtle base, I remember, and they get suits, like super suits, based on like whatever animal is like the star, I guess, of the episode.
Yeah.
Day or whatever. And the games were so cool. Like I remember like they were, if you had like a PBS Kids account, I remember you could like save your progress from each game because each game was based on like
Yeah.
a specific animal, and you could like save your progress, and then there was like a bigger game where you could like explore the Wildcrats world as the animal that
What are
you
you
got the
doing?
suit from, I guess.
That is right.
What?
That is right. That's why PBS Kids games were so banger, bro. It's so banger.
They were so banger. Oh
So
my
banger.
god.
That's right. That's right. And I remember very vividly playing a Wildcrats game where we got to be like, I don't remember if it was like a shark or like a dolphin, like an underwater creature, and I would just like activate the suit, and then suddenly I'm just like around the waters, and I'm like, yo, this is so cool. I got to control. Oh man, my little heart was so happy.
Dang.
I like the kangaroo one where you had to do like a kangaroo race or something like that.
Parkour?
Parkour? I also really liked, what was the one,
Did you guys play Pop Tropica?
Pop Tropica!
I loved Pop Tropica, and I've been trying to play it, like, recently. Like I think a couple months ago, I opened Pop Tropica, and I was like, I want to play the best islands that I remember from when I was 7 years old playing Pop Tropica.
I like the Charlie Brown one.
I don't know if that one was still there when I checked.
Damn.
But I remember when I checked, like, my favorite islands were the Greek mythology island and the Magic Treehouse Island.
Mm-hmm.
And those were gone. I also don't
Oh.
think... I'm pretty sure the SOS island was gone, which that is, like, the most iconic one. Also the TV
That was a
island.
Titanic one, right?
Where there's, like, it's a Survivor parody. What?
The SOS one, that was the Titanic one, right?
Yes, that was Titanic.
They got
Yeah.
rid of that one?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But last time I checked, like, I remember looking for the islands I knew, and I was like, this is just wrong. I don't remember this. I didn't want to play, like... I mean, I played the newer islands, and I was like, well, this is way easier. Because I'm an adult, and I can solve it way easier. But, like, I was just like, it's not the same. I don't know. I'm so sad.
I feel like if I went back and played Pop Tropica, it'd be a lot easier than how I
Yeah.
wanted it to be. I feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I, like, struggled so hard with a lot of the Pop Tropica games that I kind of never really
Yeah.
completed any of the islands, but...
I remember I'd either have to like look up a walkthrough or like
Oh, sometimes I
remember
do
there was
that
a YouTuber. I know I was a fake player, but there was a YouTuber named like Think Noodles, I think, and he like had played through like all of the Pop Tropica islands, and he posted like tutorials on like how to do them. So I watch him sometimes. I really like the prison one where like you're like framed for something because there's like an evil doppelganger you running around, and you have
I
to, like,
remember this one, yeah.
do a bunch of things to like get out of the prison. I like the longer ones, but there was one, I forgot what the name of it was, but there was like a pirate one where you had to like get materials to build a ship and like get money to hire crew people. And it felt too like there was too much for like one thing, you know? And so I don't even think I finished that one. I just got annoyed and bored. I just moved on to the next one.
Yeah, I missed that game.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
remember the prison one. I don't really remember the pirate ship one as much. But I don't know. Maybe I blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah, I don't really remember that one because, like, I mean, the way you're describing it, I would also probably not like that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I probably would have finished it either.
Did you guys play Club Penguin?
I had a Club Penguin, but I got hacked by someone at
Yeah.
school.
Oh my god.
But, like, nothing happened. Like, he didn't take anything. Okay, I don't know how he did this, but, like, he guessed my password, and I was like, how
That's
the fuck did
crazy.
you find out my password? And he was just like, I just know, and I don't know if maybe he knew how to code
You talked to him?
Yes!
Huh?
I'm not gonna say his name, but, like, his sister was friends with my brother. Because they were in the
whoa.
same grade. And then we were in the same class, and then, I don't know, we were,
Like, mute the mic for a second. I want to know.
edit that part out of the fucking episode.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes!
What?
He hacked my Club Penguin account, and it was, like, really messed up, and, I mean, he didn't take anything, but he did change my karate belt from black to purple, and I was like, why would you do that? That's so embarrassing.
What?
But I had a membership for, like, a hot minute, and that was when he hacked into my account. So I was like, oh my god, you hacked into my account that has a membership. And we were friends on Club Penguin. And he literally, like, he told me that he hacked my account. I don't know why he told me.
Why did he tell you?
Like the next day at school, he was like, by the way, I hacked your account. Did you, like, see anything different about your character? And I was like, what the fuck?
That's so weird. That's so weird.
By the way, I like epically hacked into your account because I'm so big brain and I
He's
guessed
hacking,
your
he's
password.
hacking!
He's hacking! Anyway, I'm so big brain I guessed your password. Anyway,
Did you notice? Like,
Yeah. Like, I think I thought something was kind of off, but also, like, I didn't think that hard about it, you know? I was just playing Club Penguin.
Yeah, like it's not.
and then the next day he was like, your character was different, and I was like, really?
That's
And
so
I
ominous
checked
to
again, and I was
say.
like, oh, it is different.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That's so wild.
So anyways, I just remembered like I had some topics, but like it's just like a rant about my week. So like,
Can you speed run it in 5 minutes? Because no, we can always save it for the next episode.
these have been the worst days of my life.
You okay? Are you okay? Okay, like aside from the podcast, from what you guys are saying, this is also the only time that I get to see these two, like, and interact with these two. So I need to like actually catch up on their personal life.
Okay, these have been these were not the worst days of my life, but they have been the most like I've had the most inconveniences that are like major inconveniences in the past few days, and I've just been so fucking unlucky because my car broke down. So then my car is from 2002. It's a Honda Accord. It is lovely, wonderful, but it's 21 years old. It's older than me. And so I'm really scared whenever something goes wrong because I'm like, are you okay? Like, is it gonna, because one of these days it's never gonna turn on again, you know? And so, like, I walked outside and I was about to go on my little drive, because I go on a drive every day. That's my fucking coping mechanism. I go on little drives and I sing along to my tunes. And I put my key in the car and I turned it, and then literally nothing happened.
No.
Absolutely nothing happened. And I was like, okay, the battery's probably dead. So then my dad jump started my car, and then he was able to jump start it, and he could drive it around. And then the next day, I was like, okay, apparently my car is fine because they were driving it around after they jump started it. So then I tried to turn it on again, and it wouldn't turn on. And so I was like, okay, it's not just the battery, it is something else that is like supposed to be keeping like the energy in the battery, like the alternator. So then I had to put it in the shop, and it's still in the shop. And so I've been driving my dad's car, and it's pretty nice. Like, it's a good car, but like I would rather not, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like it's like okay, it's a much better car. Like, the air conditioner is actually like good in there, and like it has like beeping, like it has beeping, and I was just like, this is crazy because it tells me like when things are about to crash in my car, and like I don't have that normally. But you know what, I don't want it because I want Rosa back. Her name is Rosa. I didn't name her, my grandparents named her, but I want her back, and I really hope that they fix her because I love her.
I think this is like the third time on this podcast where it sounded like you were about to burst into tears.
Also, literally like last week, this was before my car broke down, somebody named Joe put a note on my car because my car looks like shit.
No.
But only I can say that. Joe put a fucking note on my car, and he said, hey, I want to buy your car even if it doesn't run. So he was assuming that she doesn't run, which she does. Well, not right now, but like she does most of the time. And she's mine, okay? You stay away from her. It's not her time. God. And anyways, but then like fucking, and then days later she breaks down. I feel like Joe put a curse on me because he wants her. He wants those parts. He wants to buy the parts of my car and like and do things with them, and I don't like it. I'm not gonna let you make your fucking gizmos and gadgets with my car. She's mine.
Yeah, back off, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This other topic is way too big, so we can save it for next week.
Okay.
Jesus. You're right. A lot of inconveniences. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so
But like
sorry
I'm chilling.
about that.
I'm chilling though. Like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Thank you guys so much for watching this new episode of Short of Expectations. I'm Em, and these are my two friends, Fern and Joanne. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Thanks.
Bye.
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 Bye.